Hi guys, Sullivan here in Philadelphia. Happy New Year. I just wanted to pop in for a quick little intro. I have a holiday light tour and time-lapse footage of making this year's ornament heart. So enjoy the holiday tour and I'll be back at the end. Good morning guys, it's day 2 of the ornament project. If it's not obvious from the conduit, I am doing a double helix type of heart. I guess it's the heart 2.0, the heart that I lasted in 2020. I definitely will put the time lapse on when I get to putting up the smaller ornaments, but these are all the larger size and they require individual wiring. So each one has to go up pretty much one at a time because they're heavy-ish. So I'm going to be getting that done. For those of you guys that just found me through my ornament projects, I'm a floral designer. I've had a studio for 14 years here in Philadelphia. I primarily work on 1 to 2 large-scale high-end weddings a year, and I'm in the process of developing a vase and container collection that will hopefully start to be available for sale in the spring. But the reason I mentioned being a floral designer is that it's very hard when you're working in your own home to stick to a schedule. You can kind of do whatever, but I really try to treat these projects just like I would anything that I might be bidding out for a client, and that means keeping to a schedule. So today is warm and sunny. Yesterday was warm and sunny and I was available in the afternoon. So today my goal is to make a huge dent in the ornaments, getting the ornaments up, and then tomorrow morning, we're supposed to get rain tomorrow afternoon, so tomorrow morning will pretty much be the time that I have to wrap it up. Obviously it can come back and tweak things, but I really am trying to keep this to 2 full days of work. So half day yesterday, full day today, half day tomorrow, and try to get the whole deal up. And that means minimal filming, but I'll flash you guys up the design. I'm gonna go chase an ornament that just rolled away and get these up. I have probably 90 minutes that I would like to give myself to get these up. So I better get cracking. All right. Got that done in 1 hour, 15 minutes. It's just a lot of climbing up and down the ladder, which is why I didn't put the time lapse on, and standing and thinking, which time lapse emphasizes and makes it look like you're just kind of standing around. But the colors are all blocked out. I think I've done an okay job of choosing sections. But basically everywhere in between the colors is where the smaller ornaments will go. So the big ornaments are super, super helpful for taking up both visual space and kind of marking the transitions. When I've done it in the past with everything mixed together, it's harder to account for how far they're gonna go. So I'm going to have lunch. I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed seeing how these projects come together. I didn't film a lot of the light stuff because that is something that I kind of pop out and do at like 4:30 each day. I will put up, probably next year I will share, but for anyone that's followed me, you know that I am working on developing my own vase collection, and part of that is I learned 3D printing, 3D modeling, and 3D printing. And I ended up making myself this pretty nifty little clip for my fence lights. But since it is my habit to put out content slightly late, I don't think anyone needs to learn about the holiday light fence clip until November of next year. So I'll save it for then. And that way, by then, I'll have figured out how to make the file available if anyone wants one to print their own. But they did work really well. So a little bit about this year's holiday stuff. Obviously, we have the new version of the heart. I really loved the heart in 2020. It felt like the right time to revisit the idea and make a few tweaks and improvements. For example, I went up above the roof line so that the lights were not flipped forward. I have more ornaments at this point, so it's bigger, it's grander. I love the color blocking of the ornaments. It's not that I don't think they look pretty mixed together, but I have to say, for speed and efficiency, it definitely went a lot faster after I had figured out the plan. You know, this is the first year we put lights elsewhere around the house, and I have to say, I can't believe I didn't think to do it earlier. It's actually like a lot of things. The wreath up on the second story is something that Tim asked for. It's a 60-inch faux wreath, so we bring it out every year now. I have 2 big pieces of cable wire that stay with it that are the right length to hang it. But Tim said, wouldn't it be cool now that the fence is stained and settled and all of that, could we put lights on it? And so I went to Vickerman, which is my Christmas supplier. Dangerous for you guys that have businesses and shop wholesale. It will make you want everything. Like, do I need a 30-foot mall Christmas tree? No, but they would sell me one if I had anywhere to put it. But anyway, they happen to have these black LED strands of 100 lights on sale. So I bought a bunch of them and then devised this fence clip so that they could stay along the top, along with the usual some zip ties. Let's see. You know, this year we have not just trees, but trees that have reached a size where I don't feel like they're delicate. I'm gonna damage them if I try to throw a bunch of lights on them. So I picked some trees around the garden to put some lights on. I did want to do one more tree, but we ran out of lights. And, you know, I try to keep very strictly to budgets, just like I'm doing this stuff for clients. And I reached my limit with how many lights I could buy this year. So we'll put it on the list for next year. The magnolia tree looks so beautiful with lights on it, but it was so difficult to do. I do understand why Christmas tree light companies do so much with cherry picker, like a bucket truck and or a lift or things like that. I used this very tall extension pole that the lights were heavy. It just, there's some stuff for me to learn about putting lights on trees. The wire fairy lights I use them only on the most delicate trees. So the tree right by my office, which is a Nootka spruce or Nootka cypress, I think it's a cypress. And then the trunk of my red maple. And Tim is my husband. He's basically the client when I do stuff like this. So he really loves how that tree looks. We just couldn't get quite as high. The ground's uneven, the tree's like a lot. And I love those wire lights because you can just cover a surface, but they are so finicky. A strand broke while we were doing it. So next year I will probably still light that tree, but I'll use traditional wired but LED strands. I'll probably try to get more of these black ones, or they come in brown also. So that's really what I've been up to for holiday decorating. It is my 6th year doing something with these ornaments. I have made extensive videos on how I put these strands together, how I develop the technique. There's information. I put links to the videos up above, and I put a link to some of these ornament specific videos from the past few years down below. But yeah, I'm planning on just enjoying this. It really is very beautiful this year. I know the neighbors missed it, so they have been very happy. Not only did they miss it, but 2 years ago, the last time I was outside, I didn't get it finished till Christmas Eve because it fell over. It was a lot. And so last year I just put some ornaments on my Christmas tree inside the house and called it a day. And this year I managed to get back outside, which, you know, this is for the neighbors really. They really enjoy it. It makes people happy. I love my office. That's my office right there. And I'm usually sitting behind one section of that ornament project so I can hear, you know, kids outside. It's really nice when it's sunset and the lights come on. So it has been really fun, and I'm glad I managed to get a video together to share it with you guys before it felt really weird. You know, putting this holiday decorating video out in January 15th seems a little strange. So at least New Year's Eve is still part of the holiday season. All right, well, thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, leave me a comment below. You can start daydreaming of next year's ornament project if you want to check out how-to videos, but most people seem to find that video around November of each year. And for me, I am back to working on getting my vases, the first few models that are going to be going into production, hopefully for a spring delivery, for which has been a lot of work and very time-consuming and challenging as I learned to operate both 3D software and 3D printers. But right now it's chilly, like real jacket weather for the first time. And I have to get my citrus and olive trees into the greenhouse before we get our first evening below 28 degrees is probably coming up. So I will see you guys soon, probably from the greenhouse, as it will be time to start anemones and ranunculus soon. And I hope everyone has a very happy new year and we all have a wonderful 2024. Thanks so much. I'll see you soon.